And I'd like it if you'll participate a little bit. And are you recording now?
I am recording now.
Okay, are you sure that's said right? Okay. You want me to double check it real quick?
Yeah, if you want to, just to make sure.
Because we had incidents with this where, okay. We weren't recording.
What? Can I move my chair a little bit? It's kind of crowded up here.
It's good.
No, you don't mind.
Okay, good. I'm Krista Amos. I'm going to school at Hocking College. I am an LPN, one for the RN. I'm taking a speech class right now, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about summer safety. Who's really excited for summer? Yeah. What do you guys like to do in the summertime?
Go to the pool.
Go to the pool? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about first, is swimming. But who likes to go swimming in like rivers, lakes, ponds, all that? Does everyone wear their life jacket whenever they go in the rivers, lakes, and ponds?
The rivers.
It's very important to wear a life jacket because you don't know how deep it is, you don't know what's in the water, and if you go under, you don't know, like, if you go under, no one can see to come and help you, so it's very important to have a life jacket on. I brought a little life jacket here today. It's my son's life jacket, so it's really small, but I just have little demonstrations here and stuff. Who likes to dive? Do you guys dive in the water where you can't see in it? You're not supposed to because you don't know what's in the water. Like if you can't see, like in the river, pond, or lake, and you dive in there, you don't know if rocks are in there or something, so you're not supposed to. Now, the pool is another thing. In the pool, you should wear a life jacket if you're not a good swimmer, and make sure there's always an adult around. If you have a pool at home, make sure someone will come out and watch you, and you never want to do that alone. And then, who likes to go to the beach? We have beachgoers. Who has ever, whenever you go out in the water and the waves start pulling you, has the waves ever started pulling you out whenever you're at the beach? That's called riptide, whenever the waves start pulling you out. So whenever the waves pull you out like that, the beach, you're supposed to go sideways from the shore. Like you're looking at the beach here, you're supposed to try to swim to the side so you can get out of where the waves are pulling you out. Because you don't want to keep on going out and not be able to get back in. So that's very important whenever you're at the beach. Now, another important thing is in the sun, you need to make sure you wear your sunglasses. Got some sunglasses here. And make sure you wear sunblock because UV rays, it's hard on your skin. You don't want the sunburn or sun poisoning, and it's just hard on your eyes. That can cause vision trouble later. So it's very important to wear your sunblock and sunglasses while you're out in the sun. And then, who likes to ride four-wheelers? Oh boy, we have lots of them. Make sure you always, when you're with someone on a four-wheeler, make sure you always wear your helmet. I know I like a four-wheeler too, but a helmet is very important when you're on a four-wheeler. Because I had a cousin one time who wasn't wearing his helmet, and he lost control of a bike, and then he had to go to the hospital because he had a head injury and he just forgot what happened. So it's very important to wear that helmet whenever you're out on a bike. And then, do we have any rollerbladers or skaters in here? We have a couple, don't we? Yeah. Well, make sure whenever you do that stuff that you have your helmet, your elbow pads, your knee pads, because if you do those crazy stunts, do we have anyone in here that does some crazy stunts on there? Yeah. We want to make sure that we watch those parts because we don't want to get y'all scraped up here whenever you're out. Now, whenever you get scraped up, try to use soap and water if you can. I know soap really stings really bad, but try to use soap and water if you can. Or if you have hydrogen peroxide, that's a real good thing. Your parents might have it, but it can clean out your wound without stinging so bad. And then we have some Neosporin or triple antibiotic you put on it. and then make sure you put a Band-Aid over it. And then after a couple of days, if it looks more swollen or red, you might have to go to the doctor. You don't want to get an infection, so it's important to clean it out first because you don't want to go to the doctor. Oh, that burns, doesn't it?
Well, I did drink on my bike one time, and I used hydrogen, and then after a while I had to use alcohol, and it didn't really burn that bad, but I could feel a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It can nip you, that's for sure. And then, do we have any people like ride bicycles? And then, make sure you wear your helmet whenever you're on a bicycle. And has anyone ever rode in gravel and like slipped and? Yeah. It's be careful in gravel because you can slip and slide and everything in the gravel. Make sure you're supposed to stay on sidewalks or biking paths because you don't want to slip and slide in that gravel, and stay away from streets and busy areas. It's better just to kind of be off-road with the bikes. Do we have anyone in here that likes to go camping? Make sure if you have insect repellents and stuff, watch getting close to the fire because it is flammable, but just be careful if you use that to keep all those bugs off. And then if you ever, now this is kind of like off the subject, but if you ever get lost somewhere, like have you ever been to Walmart and you walk off and you get lost, do not panic. Make sure you go to the help desk or someone in uniform to help you out. Don't panic and not know where you're at. Just walk to someone and say, I need some help. I'm lost and I need to find my parents or whoever you're with. And then, of course, don't take things from strangers. We've heard that all many a times. I've heard it 1,000 times. Make sure you do not take anything from strangers. And then, if you have a bag with your name on it, I forgot my bag. I have a bag that says Krista on it. Don't be surprised if a stranger says your name, like, hey, Krista, come over here. And if you don't know who it is, don't walk over to them, because nowadays they have a lot of those bags with your name on it, and so you need to keep an eye on that. And then it's important to always have a buddy system. Whenever you're, like, Relay for Life today, whenever you guys are out and about, it's always important to have a buddy with you all the time. So you have someone there who knows where you're at and what you're doing. And then the most important thing is make sure someone always knows where you're at and what you're doing, and like your parents or someone. Does anyone have any fun stories they want to tell me about any of these things?
A few days ago when I was riding my bike with my friend, we went on we were riding bikes around town, and my dad said that we would go for like a few minutes, and I didn't hear him because I was already out in my driveway. So when I got back, I was gone for like an hour and a half. He screamed at me, and I never did that again.
Yeah, he was worried about you. So if you just, it's important to let them know how long you're going to be gone and where you're going, so they don't get very upset.
So they had to be fun.
Huh?
They had to be really fun.
Do they have to be really fun? What?
I was riding with Michael, and there was a truck coming, and I went to jump over a ramp, and I hit my front brake, and I flipped.
Oh my.
On the road, he did a window flip.
Did you have your helmet on?
No. We don't ride. We don't ride. We violate the safety rules. We don't have it.
No.
One time, it was like a few years back, but I went to the water park with my mom, dad, sister, and I got lost about 2 times. I couldn't find my mom or my dad or anybody else. I was just like standing in the middle of the water park. I tried to find them. I looked everywhere for them. Couldn't find them.
Did you go to that help desk or someone?
There was no help desk or anything.
No.
It was at a water park.
Oh my. Yeah, it's important to try to find someone that works there or someone that can help you out, but that sounds real scary. Oh my.
One time was it, me and my brother were out riding with the four-wheeler. He was chasing me and I didn't know what he was doing and I accidentally wrecked into
It accidentally wrapped into what? Oh my.
One time I was riding my bike by myself up in Columbus, and when I went out, and I like set up like 2 ramps that I had like still like this high off the ground. And I was gonna jump it, but what happened was like I stood like 80 feet back, and when I started pedaling, I went up and then I flipped and hit my face across the stool and I fell down on the ramp.
Oh my.
And the bike fell on me.
You want to?
Well, in Indiana, I was riding with my sister by my church, and we were getting ready to cross the road into the parking lot, and my sister's tire was like right behind the sidewalk, and a car came up on the sidewalk and hit the tire and she ripped.
Oh wow. You guys have some stories.
They could tell you a story to your ears, fella.
Yeah.
They're full of stories.
Yeah, you guys are great at listening and all kinds of good stories.
Oh, they're great at listening. Isn't that wonderful? Oh my, Brianna.
Stop measuring.
Well, do you want to tell a little story?
Listen, you only get to tell one story. If you've already told a story, then you need to suppress your 5 million other stories.
When I was up at my cousin's house, we was ramping cornhole boards, and
Cornhole boards.
it's real fun. There's like a lot of boards and nails like in front of it, and my friend Grant went over it. He was on a wheelie. He was riding towards it, and then he bumped in, and then he fell, but luckily he didn't get hurt.
Oh my. So, ramping cornhole.
It's fun.
That's the first time I heard that.
Well, but a
Cornhole is
cornhole
fun.
board unfortunately does not go all the way down. You have to get up on it first.
It's like I can ride a wheelie down. That's what I have.
Hey. All right, Brianna, let's hear your story. Quiet, please.
Saturday, Dad said that he and Sammy could have an hour to spend time together. And we both, well, I chose the bike ride, and from our house we tried to go to 10A, and we got to Mindat's house, and well, there's the hill, and when we got